Hey everybody, just remember all assignments for week 4 are due by tonight at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. My goal is to work on grading these assignments on Monday and Tuesday this week, the 18th and the 19th to get those finished up. So coming up this week, as you have probably already seen, are the introductions and conclusions. So creating those aspects for your first informative speech. So the goal is to create an engaging introduction and conclusion for your first brief informative speech, and then completing a full brief informative outline. You also will download the final template, which I'll go over that. You'll review Chapter 7, Introductions and Conclusions, and assignments include a quiz over Chapter 7, a discussion evaluating an introduction, completing learning activities 1 and 2, and writing your introduction and conclusion. So, and then also completing the process assignment to create a full, brief, informative speech outline for the first speech. And then there's the possible extra credit aspects, which is the Nifty 9 rehearsal, which is really helpful for rehearsing. And then this is the week that you will schedule a time to present in speech 1. So let's kind of go back into this particular assignment again. So let's go back to week 5. Scroll up in here. I'm rolling down. All right. So how do we do these things? All right. The instructions are actually in week 3. I'm going to throw that out there. Instructions for the brief informative speech are in week 3. So, first things first, read chapter 7. Second, take the quiz. Third, make sure by Wednesday you have your discussion completed and do 3 replies by Sunday, the 24th. Then you'll be writing an introduction, creating a conclusion, and learning activity 1 and 2. And then there's also the process assignment full draft preparation outline. So if you were to click into this, you'll see the template right here. And it should load for you, and this is how you will set it up. So the outline should look as it is here in the outline aspects. If you're stuck or you have questions, let me know. But ultimately, that is where that information is for you to complete that assignment. I'll scroll back down. Take it seriously because we're going to be presenting soon. And then last but not least, in week 5, I apologize, it keeps scrolling me down to week 7. In week 5, if you click into schedule a time to present a speech, it should be open for everyone. It should load, and then you'll click into this access aspect. Let me know if you run into issues. It should be shareable, okay? And then when you come in here, it has an example. So if nobody's in here proposed anything, okay, you can scroll down, put a date and time, and then put your name and your email address. Very important. And then make sure you go back, like wait 3 or 4 days. Most people say, set it up for a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, because ultimately you could run into tech issues. And this way people can sign up. And then if you have more than one time, add more than one time. And then people will put their names under those aspects, or they'll propose another time. But you need to have at least 2 or 3 times set up, because it is a requirement to present with a synchronous group. I also want to mention in here that when you scroll down, if you've never done this before, which people have not, and you go to frequently asked questions to go react, but when you scroll down before first steps, it actually has how to record with multiple cameras and go react. Go through this aspect step by step. If you need to use the mobile app, there's a mobile app. How to critique your classmates. This is important. And then any other questions, adding visual aids, uploading your video. If you haven't done the training, make sure the training's done. So go through every single FAQ before you contact me. Because first thing I'm going to ask you, have you gone through every one of those links when it comes to Go React? It does take a little bit of time to get used to it, but it is part of the online process. So that is week 6. You will be presenting the next week and getting ready to do a full one. Remember, this is a brief part. So you're going to start with a very short version of the speech and move on to a longer speech and getting that prepared in weeks 6 and 7. So if you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a super amazing week. I'm excited to see what you guys are coming up with your topics and your research.